Thank you very much. Well, the last time we were here, we drew the series 2-2, so I'm not sure um, what the first part of the question was. But, for us, nothing changes. We prepare exactly the same as we always do for whatever series whichever team we're playing against, and it's going to be the same this time around as well. No, that's fine. I was happy with my personal performance. At the end of the day, we're a bowling unit, and we were very happy with the way we went, so I see no issues with that. Yeah, it's always a good challenge when we play against India. They just come off against a good series win against Australia. And us as well, the last time we were here, we had a good series. So I think it's going to be a very good series. It's going to be hotly contested. And yeah, whichever team plays well is going to be the winners. For me personally, I love coming to India and performing here. And I'm going to be trying to do my best once again. I think our expectations are the same. Like I mentioned earlier, whichever series that we go and play, we always expect ourselves to do good stuff in the series and try and win. So I think it's pretty much going to be the same this time around. Obviously, there is a World Cup coming up, so we might be experimenting with a few things as well, which is normal for all the teams. Obviously, the World Cup is the first priority. Not to say that this series is not important. This series is also very important for us. But like the Indian team, we're also going to be keeping one eye on the World Cup and preparing accordingly. Look, my views on that has been quite public. For me, it's a pure case of if bowlers have to keep their foot behind the line, batsmen should do the same as well. I think there's no controversy about that. The rules are there, and both sides need to play fair. I don't think anything changes much. It was just a few balls that wasn't executed properly. But from that point of view, I'm not too worried. Like I mentioned, we're a bowling unit. On some days, some guys will be off the mark. On the other days, those guys will, do well. So from that point of view, I don't think anything changes. Couple of sixes here and there makes no difference, especially in T20 cricket. Yeah, look, the mood in the team is really good. Obviously, we just arrived recently. The guys are quite excited to be back together as a South African cricket team. And obviously, playing against India is always nice. It's a good challenge. And this team has been about that, about overcoming the challenges that we faced. And yeah, leading up to the World Cup, obviously, there's a few things that the captain and the coaches might want to tinker with and play around with. And that's okay. So yeah, it's just about fine-tuning little things that they see fit. And yeah, being ready for the World Cup. But having said that, this series is also quite important, and we're here to try and win the series as well. Yeah, I think it's quite an exciting thing happening in South African cricket. Like the IPL has changed the landscape of Indian cricket in the past. I think it's going to give a lot more opportunity to players to be seen overseas, and for them to be able to showcase their skills on a bigger level. So yeah, at the moment our focus, mine personally, is on the World Cup ahead. But yes, it will be very, very exciting for South African cricket and us as players as well.
Thanks.
How's it, Ken? Yeah, obviously it is quite different. The pitches will be different in Australia, and especially the ground sizes as well. The boundary sizes in India tend to be on the smaller side, whereas we know in Australia they're a lot bigger. So as a bowler, it is quite different. But then again, there's always things that you can work on. And we have a great opportunity to be bowling at these Indian batsmen. Obviously, they are going to be in our group as well in the World Cup. So the way I see it, for me personally, it's just an opportunity to be able to bowl against the guys and observe and maybe pick up on one or two things that I could maybe utilize at the World Cup against them.